Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to Madden 19 for the PC and the New York Jets franchise. We're here in week number 9 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida to face off against the Miami Dolphins. This is game number 2 for the season, and the Jets were left with a bad taste in their mouth as they lost that first meeting on a missed last-minute field goal that would have put them most surely in overtime. But the kick was wide left. The Jets are up for a little redemption, and this is a division rivalry game, so you can be sure that the Fins are going to be up for this one. The Dolphins are coming off a convincing win in Houston, so their confidence has to be on the high side for this game. One thing is for sure, though, Miami isn't going to make a win for the Jets any easier than they did the first time around. The Bills are in first place in the AFC East. The Dolphins are trying to get there, and the Jets don't want to let them. All New York can do is hope that their team is stronger than the first meeting. So let's get ready for some football as the Jets try to upset the run that the Dolphins have been on here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The Dolphins have the ball first. Tannehill brings them to the line at the 25, and Kenyon Drake gets the call, and he can't get back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 11. Tannehill back to pass, throws out to Drake, and he is tackled immediately. 3rd and 13. Shane Ray with the tackle. The fake give to Drake. The throw downfield to Amendola, and he has a completion at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Now on 3rd and 11. Tannehill back to pass. Throws complete again to Amendola, and he does not get the first down. So they have to punt, and the Jets will take over at the 20-yard line. McCown on a quick throw to Nicholas, and it's complete for a short gain. Only 2 yards on that one. Brings up 2nd and 8. Williams jukes past TJ McDonald, and he's out for a first down. Tackled finally at the 35-yard line. And there you see Williams' production results from last week. He could do better this week, I'll tell you. And that is a completion to Robbie Anderson at the 47-yard line, and another first down. Crowell gets room over the left side and stumbles as he's going down, and it gets an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 2. He gets the ball again and does not get to the sticks. Tackled at the 47, and they have to punt. Tannehill back to pass. Completes it out to Stills in the wide receiver screen and gets tackled in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Tannehill out of the shotgun. The fake give to Drake and throws downfield, and Amendola has it again. At the 43-yard line, first down Fins. With 13 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Tannehill goes back to pass. As all day long, he's still waiting and finds Amendola on the comeback at the 27-yard line. Tannehill back again, throws complete to Kenny Stills at the 10-yard line, and that puts the Dolphins in business in the red zone. Trumaine Johnson tried to knock that one away, but just couldn't get there in time. Now on 2nd and goal, the throw goes incomplete, intended for Amendola. Again, back to pass. Tannehill has all day long. Finally has to throw it away. The pressure was coming. Shane Ray was about to lower the boom, and the field goal is good. Jason Meyer puts it through, and that puts Miami up 3-0. On 3rd and 10, McCown completes it to Anderson on the comeback route. First down at the 38. Back to pass again and completes it to Anderson out to the 49-yard line. McCown throws this time to Curse, and he has a first down to the 39-yard line of the Finns. Look out. Oh, Cam Wake gets the sack. James Carpenter just can't handle him. And Edwards kills the punt, and it's down at the 6-yard line. That puts Miami deep in their own territory. Tannehill hands off to Drake, and he loses a yard. Make that 2, and he is down and injured. That should be interesting as he's walking off the field, clutching his arm. Now on 3rd and 12, Gore just takes it up the middle for a little room to punt with. Now from the Miami 49, McCown stands up tall in the pocket and throws to Robbie Anderson. First down. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning with your score 3-0 Miami. The throw this time is knocked away by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Robbie Anderson tried to get his hands on it, but it was knocked away. So on 3rd down and 10, McCown goes over the middle, and it is knocked away again. So Cairo Santos comes on for a 56-yard boot, and it is not long enough. So the score remains 3-0 Miami. Tannehill back to pass, completes it to Stills over the left side, and he has a first down at the 43-yard line of the Jets. The first down throw goes to Amendola, and he makes the grab for only a 5-yard gain at the 38. Alone in the backfield, Tannehill throws complete to Derby inside the 20-yard line. At the 16, now it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill throws complete to Grant inside the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, Miami. Back to pass, throws, and Williamson wishes he had that ball back because that would have been a pick 6 for sure. And A.J. Derby catches the touchdown pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins are starting to assert themselves, and it could spell trouble for the Jets. Now on 1st down from the 26-yard line, McCown fakes it to Williams, goes long, and it's defensive pass interference at the 26-yard line. Thank you, Tony Lippett. So that brings up 1st and 10. McCown stands tall in the pocket and completes it to Anderson at the 20-yard line. 5 seconds left, and they're going for it. Oh, he's got Robbie Anderson open in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. I think the Dolphins were caught off guard on that one because Anderson was open, wide open in the end zone for that touchdown. There's at least a 4-yard gap between Minkah Fitzpatrick and Robbie Anderson, and in this game, you don't get any more wide open than that. And with that score, it brings this game to halftime and our score of 10-7. Both teams are having serious trouble running the ball, and we'll have to see if that can change here in the second half. For now, let's go to the sideline and Eurocat baby with an injury update.
We've had a few bumps, lumps, and sprains here in the first half, Husker, but there are two injuries that fans are going to be interested in because it'll keep the players out for weeks down the road. First, on the New York side of the field, we have left in Leonard Williams with a shoulder tear that's going to keep him out for most likely 3 weeks. Mario Edwards Jr. is going to get the start instead of him. He's been waiting for his chance, but I don't think this is the way he wanted that chance. On the other side of the field, wide receiver Danny Amendola suffered a dislocated ankle and will be out for at least 5 to 6 weeks. It's a little uncertain who's going to take his place during that time, but for now, Devontae Parker is taking over his position. That means that the fifth-year man, Albert Wilson, will be getting the call in the slot. And I hope that he survives that because he's kind of small for that position. I caught up with each coach, and they both told me that they're planning on having a defensive battle in the second half and playing assignment football. And of course, taking care of the ball will be of utmost importance.
Thank you for that. And if this goes anything like the first half, you're right. This is going to be a defensive battle. The Jets have the ball first, and from the 26-yard line, the pitch out goes to Williams, and he is stuffed by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now on 3rd and 11, back goes McCown, and he is sacked by Cameron Wake again. James Carpenter is having a day trying to control Cameron Wake. And Tannehill gets it to Stills at the 48-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, 1 yard left to go, and Tannehill is sacked, is stripped, and the Dolphins recover it. So on 3rd and 15, Tannehill back to pass, throws complete to Derby, and he has the first down. There wasn't a Jet defender around on the left side, and he goes all the way to midfield for the 1st and 10. That one intended for Gesicki gets broken up. 3rd and 10. Tannehill back to pass. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Devontae Parker. That brings out McCown and the Jets. 5:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The pass this time is complete to Jermaine Kearse at the 40-yard line. I'm not sure about the allowable moves here in the NFL, but that looked like the best Swan Lake ever. Bottom line is, it's a catch at the 40. On 2nd and 12, the pass is on its way, and Minkah Fitzpatrick breaks it up again. So now on 3rd and 12, again, McCown goes to Anderson, and he misses it. So they punt the ball back to the Dolphins, and Tannehill completes it over the middle to Derby, and he has a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. The fake handoff to Gore, and Parker has that one at the 40-yard line. 1st down, Dolphins. Now Tannehill off the play action, and he gets sacked. Darren Lee leading the charge. And now it's 3rd and 13. Tannehill back to pass. Throws out of bounds. He had Steve McClendon about ready to lower the boom. 1st and 10 for the Jets, and Williams runs outside left and gets an 8-yard. No, they're going to mark him a 7-yard gain. Crowell has the 1st down past the 30-yard line. Working out of the I formation this time. The fake goes to Williams, and he throws Nicholas. It's complete out past the 45-yard line. Now on 2nd and 7. Pass over the middle to Curse, and he's inside Jet territory at the 39. 2nd and 10. Williams runs over the left side and inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and 5. The pass this time is incomplete, intended for Jermaine Curse. And Cairo Santos is on, and he kicks it wide left. That's miss number 2 for him, and the score remains 10-7 Miami. Now Tannehill on 1st and 10, out of the shotgun. Throws over the middle, complete to Derby, and he takes it past the 45-yard line. Again, the pass goes to Parker inside the 45, down at the 41. And Gore can't get out of the backfield. That check down pass just didn't work. Now the Jets with the ball. The give is to Williams, and he has a 9-yard pickup. They're going to give him 8 yards, and he is down and injured. So with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left, he is walked off to the locker room, and they'll most likely take some x-rays. Crowell takes it up the hash marks, and he has a first down. Now on 2nd and 9 from the 33, the pass goes to Jermaine Curse, and he's tackled at the 50 for another Jet first down. Handoff, Crowell up the hash marks, and he gets a few. 3rd and 4 this time. A fake handoff to Crowell, throwing long into the end zone, and Robbie Anderson cannot handle that. Trey Elston gets a hand in there, but Robbie Anderson should have probably had that catch. And it would have been 14-10. This time the pass to Pryor is complete at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left. Your score is still 10-7. No scoring here in the second half. That pass is knocked away by Tony Lippett. You see the passing yardages, and the Dolphins are outgaining the Jets. McCown goes back to pass into the end zone and out the back. He threw it way too far, and this is Cairo Santos on for a 52-yarder, and it is wide right. That's 3 missed field goals, and he's got to be feeling pretty low right now. 3rd and 8 for the Dolphins, and it's complete across the middle to Derby for the first down. Tannehill gives off to Gore, and he barely gets out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and 13, Tannehill takes a knee, and this one is over in Hard Rock. 10-7 is your final score with Miami on top, and what a defensive second half. You know, I thought last week against the Bears was the defensive second half, but no one even scored in this game. So I would say that this one has last week beat in a landslide. Obviously, holding the Dolphins to -1 yard on the ground didn't gain them the advantage in the game, since they couldn't pull out in front. The bigger story of this game is that Cairo Santos couldn't hit a field goal at all today. All of them were over 50 yards, but 3 misses? That's got to do some negative things to the psyche, I would think. The miss in the first half was from 56 yards, so that I can understand. That's a long field goal. But to miss 2 more in the fourth quarter that most likely would have either won the game. The miss in the first half was from 56, so that's a long field goal. But to miss 2 more in the fourth quarter that most likely would have either won the game had he made them, or easily put them in OT if he had made one. That just has to be burned into his memory. Let's just hope that he can recover from this game. Josh McCown had a miserable day at the controls. It was a dreary day in Hard Rock, and Josh played like the day looked. Just ugly. Only 43% complete with an interception to go with it. That almost negates that pretty looking touchdown pass that he threw to Robbie Anderson. As far as the injury to Damian Williams is concerned, Eurocat Baby mentioned to me that it was a severe shoulder strain and that he should be okay for next week's game. He and Isaiah Crowell made a good team today, but just didn't have the yardage that either of them were happy with. Finding the holes that the O-line is creating can be tough at times, but they're going to need to find them if the running game is to be a factor for the Jets. Robbie Anderson made the top of the list in two categories for the receivers. He was at the top of the list for receptions and for drops. I just hope that the 4-year extension to his contract is going to pay off. I mean, it's nice to have a receiver of his caliber, but he needs to be able to hang on to the ball when he gets his hands on it. I'd like to say that James Carpenter just had a tough day against Cameron Wake because, let's face it, he's tough to defend when you're having a good day. But I don't think that he's going to be the long-term solution for the Jets organization. That, or they're going to have to start rolling McCown to the left a lot. The right side of this line will have to be addressed in the offseason, that's for a certainty. The defense, other than they didn't create any turnovers today, had an exceptional day, especially in the second half. When you can stuff the run the way they did and the other team ends up with 1 yard, a negative 1 yard for the day, you know that your defense has done a good job. Shane Ray was a beast today. 5 tackles and all of them for losses. I like a linebacker that can get in the backfield and disrupt things, and I think the Jets have found the man. Cairo Santos, well, I think we've picked on him enough for one day. I'm sure that he'll have better games. After the game here, Trumaine Johnson is ready for an upgrade. Coach Nelson decides to upgrade his scheme fit, and we get +1s across the board, which brings him to an 83 overall. Steady improvement is what he's accomplishing, and we look forward to more. As was mentioned before, New York has to address the O-line in the offseason. I found a couple of linemen that could start day one, if they remain healthy, that is. At right tackle, we have a trio of players that are slotted as being second-round talent, but may end up going a little earlier if we don't have any first-round talent to choose from. And at right guard, we have probably my number one candidate right now, Michael Dieter, out of Wisconsin. He has B- ratings for pass block, run block power, and impact block. Now, the Jets are slotted at the moment to pick at number 10 in the draft. So I certainly hope that he's still on the table when the Jets get to make their first pick. There are others that might fit the bill, but it'd be nice to get him on a 4 or 5 year contract. I'm just getting giddy with anticipation on this one. I think I found a couple of gems in the linebacking guys. Right outside linebackers Sutton Smith and Ulysses Gilbert III both are projected 7th round picks at the moment, but are scouted at round 1 talent. I'm a little anxious to see the combine scores and see if they truly are first round talent or we're just having a good day. Thomas Rawls is off the injured reserve list and ready for action again. And his elusiveness and speed can certainly help out the halfback spot. It may be needed as the Jets face another division foe when the Buffalo Bills come to MetLife Stadium. The Bills are tied for the lead in the AFC with the Dolphins winning today. That's right, the Pats don't hold the top spot and are 2 full games out of second place. There's a first for everything, right? Back to the Bills. They have a rookie quarterback, but don't let that fool you. He's having a decent year at 61% complete for over 2,300 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Where the Jets' D may have success is if they can get in the backfield and rattle his cage a little bit. He's been sacked 23 times this season and gets flustered under pressure, so it should be interesting to see how he performs. He has Shady McCoy and a very good receiving crew to back him up. All he needs to do is get them the ball and they can do the rest. That puts a wrap on this week's presentation of the New York Jets franchise. Thanks so much for watching. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and others can enjoy it as well. And make sure that you subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of upcoming videos as well. The Jets definitely have some work to do before their next game, and finding a mix between run and pass will be one thing, and of course, the kicking game needs to come back from the dead. The Bills will be trying to take the lead in the AFC East. Can the Jets come up with a plan to shut down LaShawn McCoy and the rushing game of the Bills? Can the defense play another high-caliber game that keeps the ball out of the hands of that talented Buffalo offense? Be with us as the New York Jets play host to the Buffalo Bills in MetLife Stadium. Until I see you then, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.